And so the gold, which was the current currency of the day, was given to Jesus and represented Jesus's, listen to this, it represented his kingship, his power and authority. And it also represented his provision for Mary and Joseph, as well as believers. You see, they came, and all of this was symbolic, even though they literally gave it. But the first gift they gave him was to honor his authority and his kingship of being a king of not just the earth, but heaven itself. It was a representation of his sovereignty, his power, right? It was a representation of his authority. It was a representation of his name, the name above all names. And then lastly, it was a representation of his provision in the physical. See, while the other ones are spiritual because we need to honor God for his authority, sovereignty, and being king of all, amen? And hopefully king of our lives. But see, the last one is provision, because mind you, after this, King Herod gets jealous and he feels intimidated and attacked by this quote unquote king Messiah that was born. And he puts out a decree and he says, I want you guys to go out and kill every boy 2 years and under. And they went out and killed every child, right? Or tried to attempt to kill every child that was born 2 years and under. And during that time, they had to escape as God led them to go into another town. And guess what? They were poor, as the man of God said this morning. They were poor, Mary and Joseph. And so guess what they would use to finance that charting? It would be the gold, the currency of that time. And so God provided at just the right time. Amen. And so when we tap into the gift of Jesus that keeps on giving, it is the ability to come under his kingship, his power and authority, which then becomes the gift given to us every day, that we are brought into his kingship that is above the kingship of this world. While we go through many things in this world that are meant to affect us, can somebody say amen? Right? Is there anything that's affecting you today? God is speaking to us. And so as we go through the things that affect us, the things that bring us down, as Carol talked about, those dark times where she felt depressed and suicidal and all these things, the things that bring us down, that steal from us the gifts of God, kill and destroy us, we are reminded of the gift of being brought into the kingdom of the Lord, and therefore can live as one whose kingdom is of the Lord and not of this world. We are reminded of the Lord's power over the things of this world.